Yeah, probably going to do Volcano Manor stuff, which I think in turn gets us to the Jarberg stuff. And there's a couple other quest lines I want to do, but I'm probably just going to focus mostly on getting that done and just some overworld stuff. I'm trash. But I did try to cheese him. Right, that's one. I forget how many there are. And also, I don't know if you have to do something else for some other quest lines. I did go back and watch a video, but like I did not retain any of that information.
Have you any strange sounds? Something beyond the wall? Oh, fie, it just isn't possible.
I always resent their pale complexion, but that won't be the case for long. They'll be darkened by the tale of House Hoslow is...
But what's going on? No stream yesterday. I said that might happen. And it ended up happening. Back in December, I just went into the doctor's for a checkup. Not anything crazy.
Now I am pleased. Now you are a recusant true, and I am pleased.
Don't I get another one? When do I get another mission? Do I have to rest? Like, your blood pressure's a little bit high. I'm like, oh, okay. That's not good. So I had to get some blood work done. And I came back pretty average. They're just like, hey, just watch your diet a little bit more. But like, you're not any danger. So that's nice.
Perhaps I am a fool. No, it's worse than that. What an easy muck.
Okay, she's going. I know she moved somewhere else in the manor. I didn't know there was someone there. I'll see if I can find her. Is there not like a secret wall here to get into the other room? I thought there was. Like this looks like it, but that could be the 99 hit door that changed. Yeah, I got that looked at. Actually, the main thing I went in for was basically like, hey, I might have said this. I don't know what I'm immune to or what, like, I might have missed. Because I might have missed something. Turns out, no immunity to hepatitis A or B. So we're getting that taken care of. Maybe that's the 99. Wait, is the store not open? What the? Yeah, I got a jab of part 1. Apparently it's a 3-step process. One more in a month. One more in 6 months. And then I'm good. Then if I ever have to travel, I think that's like the main thing you need. Thanks. We got lucky. Something I have slowly regen my health. Maybe it only regens when it's low. I'm seeing it go up, and I've not noticed that before. That's the health update. I mean, they also made me do more blood work, but whatever. Whatever. Also, my blood pressure was normal. So I'm pretty sure that first time around, it was probably the 2 big cups of coffee I had before going to the doctors that did it. So pro tip, if you're going to the doctors, switch to decaf that morning. That's life. Oh, also. I mean, I'm probably not going to upload Monster Hunter right now. Not until we're in Iceborne. But I mentioned I was going to watch the Monster Hunter movie because I've seen it, but I didn't remember much. And I couldn't remember if it was like good bad or just bad bad. And I did rewatch it. Start to finish. And not only did I not remember like a lot of that movie. Well, it's not that I didn't remember a lot of that movie. I kind of remember like, okay, they were doing this and then they were there and then they did this and it was over. It is like so stretched out. It's like I basically remembered the whole movie, but I did not remember like how long each part of the movie was. But it's just bad. The movie's just bad. Long story short, the movie is actually just bad. It's not good bad. It just is like, man, they screwed it up. I mean, when you're comparing it to Monster Rancher instead of Monster Hunter, I think that's kind of a clear indication that you screwed up. But just, the characters make no sense. Things that they were like faithful to, like in the games, in the movie, it was like, you really didn't have to do that. You probably should have put maybe a little bit more focus on this. Or like, hey, you had the opportunity to actually do this thing from the game and you screwed it up. So, not good. And it wasn't even like fun. It wasn't even like, haha, this is so bad. It was like, you just screwed it up. I wish it was better. You could have made such a better movie, but I don't know. It feels like it was really low budget. Which I could definitely see being the case, because like, obviously video game movies were still... I mean, this wasn't that long ago. But like, this is like pre... Sonic the Hedgehog. Or at least very close. Which is like actually an entertaining movie. Can you believe it? I mean, I think most people can believe it now. But at the time, it was like, this movie's gonna suck. The first trailer came out. Oh, this movie's gonna suck. Oh, they're pushing it back 6 months to redo all the Sonic animation. You know what? It maybe won't be the worst thing. And then it was just pretty good. It's a fun movie. It's actually a fun movie. Where Monster Hunter did literally nothing that it had to do. Except it got the names of the monsters right. You know, and the weapon designs. And I don't know if it was mostly to just be a big marketing campaign for Monster Hunter World, because that's the character design. Or like the characters they pull into the movie is the Monster Hunter World ones. Which I guess like, okay, there's not really characters in Monster Hunter. I mean, there are, but mostly everyone's just like a hunter. So they kind of just blend together. And there's usually only like 2 characters that stand out. Like, oh, the commander or the I was gonna say Guildmarm, but I'm like, their name is not, well, yes, that one is called Guildmarm, but they're not all called Guildmarm. They're not carded. I can't talk. You know, obviously like Handler, and who is in the movie. I mean, for like, there's maybe like a minute of screen time of Handler, but you can tell. If you played Monster Hunter World, you'll know the characters. But you could have done, like, I think you should have just gone with, like, man, just, like, make your own for the movie. It doesn't really matter. Like, I don't think anyone's gonna be upset that X character from X game didn't make it in when you get a new cast pretty much all the time. You know, they're not really story-focused games. Oh, it's just bad. Just thinking about it, I'm like, it's actually just bad. I wouldn't recommend watching it. Hello? Elden Ring, can you chill? I mean, you're probably loading this area for the first time, so it makes sense, but now it's being a little bit constant. And I'm getting a little concerned. It's not my controller. Hopefully. I knew there was maybe more up here. I didn't know specifically what, but it just felt like there had to be at least one more thing. I've never used that move before. What is it, 6 or 7 we need? And like I said on Tuesday, when I think we only did a bit of Elden Ring, I did update drivers, so if anything was cached, it's probably gone. Three heals. I'm gonna be a little bit smart about this. Actually press the right button this time. Gonna hit him with actually this time. Except we're not. Except we're not. What? Did you see that? Like dead hands from Ocarina of Time. But just his hands. The Erd Tree Seal. No skill? I'm guessing like any like Erd Tree ability or miracle. It's buffed. Yeah, it doesn't really say. Like, yeah, maybe I'll talk about it more in depth. I don't know. It's hard to say because, you know, it's just, I don't know. I think I'm still trying to figure out what content works. I mean, Street Fighter was kind of doing well. I'm not looking to go back to Street Fighter, but the channel has definitely seen the decline of interaction since moving away from just grinding online. But I'm happier. In real life, I'm happier. Where's the little gate? I saw one. Oh, it's here. Oh, you can... Okay. I think I know. I see the line. The perfect line. And we've got that chunk to do as well. Okay. I know what we're doing. Yeah, watch that. Kind of a waste of a night. To be honest, it was really like they okayed this. I mean, you really didn't have to do much to make a good Monster Hunter movie, I feel. Okay, this goes down. I'm guessing that's how you get over there. Kind of have to make this jump. Try jumping. Or can you just fall? I think jumping is not smart. I want to go into the sealed room. Like, there's really only a handful of monsters that kind of stick out. Probably the flagship monsters you'd want to focus on. And I know, at least I'm pretty sure Diablos is a flagship monster. I think he's from one of the portable games. Okay. Oh. You not? What I would have done is I would have opened up right with like Rathalos. Also, I don't think there's any Monster Hunter music. I don't think it plays like the main theme. I think it maybe plays Rathalos theme. Maybe. I wasn't paying that much attention. Because like by the time Rathalos shows up, I'm just like, man. Too little, too late. I'm already upset. What is this move? I thought he would stop. We're getting grabbed. I knew it. We're dead. I'm insane. I thought you could stagger these guys. You know, I was hoping to get back to that room with, you know, more heals, but in fact, I'm just gonna lose 40,000 souls. I'm gonna lose them. Yeah, if I were to do the Monster Hunter move, I would open up right with Rathalos. We get the Monster Hunter music going in there. We do a shot where we would recreate the first box art from Monster Hunter 1. And like that's when you would cut to like the title. Like it would just be like a hype scene. Like that's all you needed to do was like one hype scene. Yeah, I'd be like, oh, well, Rathalos, you already did like Rathalos. He's the biggest bad in Monster Hunter. I'd be like, no. We're making a movie, and the big bad would be Fatalis. It would be Fatalis, and it would kind of hype up that as the climax of the film. And it would just be all set in universe. And I would try and limit all the, like, the fantastic elements of Monster Hunter. Which I think is tough because you kind of want to show that stuff. I feel like if you didn't show, like, Bowgun, or, like, I mean, you don't really need the grapple hook from World. You didn't have to make that like a fish out of water movie with like the human dimension in the Monster Hunter world. Like it was bad. Bad story. Why am I doing so little damage to this thing? Why am I even bothering? Because it'll chase me? Yeah. Probably why I'm bothering. Like, you could still do that. You could call like Monster Hunter First Hunt. And you have like the Rookie Hunter. And even if it wouldn't be like an amazing movie, I'm not saying this movie would like be like, oh, it's gonna be the best movie ever made. It would definitely be better than what we got. Like a 6 is still better than like a 4. Even I'm not even saying that Monster Hunter movie gets a 4. It's quite bad. Like, I'm thinking about it, and I'm like, 4 is probably pretty close. A 3 is maybe a little bit more accurate. And, like, you don't have to show all the elements of Monster Hunter. Just the stuff that is, like, uniquely this game. And you don't have to make up stuff, man. Like, they got so much stuff, like, almost, like, this was almost good. Or, like, you could have actually made, like, a good, like, Monster Hunter reference. Like, early on, you know, the main hunter, I don't think they have names. I think it's just, like, Ranger and Hunter and Commander. I did not stick around to watch the credits. But he puts like a stinger on his bow and arrow. Obviously, you know, for the big hunt. Like, you didn't, like, that doesn't make any sense to me. Like it does, but you could have, like, instead of, like, getting one arrow, like, oh, he's only got one shot, man. You could have shown him, like, making, like, poison coating or, like, sleep coating or something. And, like, just pre-establish that, like, oh, you know, he's only got a couple shots left or something. And I know you don't make the coatings in Monster Hunter. I mean, do you? Or do you just buy it? I can't remember. You might be able to make the coating. But isn't it just innately with the bow and arrow? Whatever, it doesn't matter. Like I said, you don't have to be supremely accurate. But to do something like, oh, we're doing this and it's like this, but it's not. And it's like, well, why not just do the thing that is actually in the game? Why know that you're doing it wrong and just do it that way anyway? And like dual blades, like actually having like demon mode, and you can't really explain it. I think that, again, it's tough to have like those fantastical elements and not have them be weird. Like, oh, this weapon does electric damage when it's just like a chunk of metal. It's tough. In fact, it's so tough that I don't even think I would bother. I think that doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of a movie. You don't need to explain that. You don't even need to bring it up. I think if you bring it up and then screw it up, then you're in trouble. Which I swear this movie did, but I think they maybe went back and tweaked it. Because I remember in like the trailer, it was like a character using fire dual blades against Rathalos. He's not even weak to fire. And then when I watched it, they were electric, and I'm like, did they change this? To like appease the audience that watched the movie, already didn't like it, probably had way more issue with it than just that one thing. You tell me that did 0. Yes. Let them fight. Please, I have to live. I said please. I'm drinking the wrong thing. We're dead. Okay, there was no item. I was thinking maybe this thing drops an item. Nope. It's bad. It's not good bad. It's bad. And if I was Capcom, I probably would never try to do another Monster Hunter movie. Or if anyone approached me like, hey, we actually want to do another Monster Hunter movie, I wouldn't believe them if they said that they were going to make it good. I'd say, yeah, right. Or I'd say, okay, you can make the movie, but I'm forcing you to play 1,000 hours of Monster Hunter, and then you can make the movie. Like, it would be in your contract. You have to play the games for X amount of hours. Okay. Elden Ring just does not want to play nice today. It could be the controller. I might have it at a weird angle. Like, can we just get hardwired controllers back? I'm tired of this, like, wireless and then, you know, comes with a cable. I mean, on probably console, it's no problem, but PC, they don't like it. Oh, that's a grab. That was probably annoying, watching me fight those guys for like 30 minutes. I've been going for almost an hour and I've walked, I don't know, a couple kilometers. I almost fell for it. I almost fell for it. But I mean, you got like a kind of okay movie review. I mean, it's not really kind of okay. Just me talking about something that was very obviously not good. But I don't know. I'm probably not going to watch another movie. I do want to watch Kill Bill. Those movies are fun. And they did re-add them. I did not notice this guy. What else? I did post art. I know I've been talking about art, and it's like, okay, I'm gonna make a post. Gonna make a post soon, guys. And we're gonna see how it does. And it did probably about as good as it deserved to do. I wasn't too concerned with it, you know, doing too great. You know, or building the audience or whatever. Like you're not gonna do it with one piece, especially at my skill level right now. Which, you know, there's still problems. But I did get one critique that I was looking to get, which did help because there was, again, it was more so like a fundamental problem rather than like, hey, you know, study this or do that. It was more so, you know, you should pay more attention. When you're doing this, pay more attention to what you're doing with these. Which I wasn't, and then near the end, I kind of noticed it and tried to fix it a little bit. So it definitely it was useful because I was more so going on just, you know, my eyes kind of picking up that this looked not right. So I'm glad that there is actually like, hey, you know, you probably should have just done something like this and, you know, paid closer attention. I will from now on. That's in the arsenal. Well, not in the arsenal, but we're gonna practice. So that was one critique. I did reach out for another one. It's been probably about 24 hours that I've sent the message over. So we're kind of almost at the time of probably not gonna get that one, but that's fine. Like, you know, if I'm gonna go out of my way to try and get people to go out of their way for my sake, I think like if I'm not gonna get a response, that's totally fine. Is this a doable area? I think it is. I don't think I've ever gone there. Or maybe I have. Or maybe I haven't. I don't know. But yeah, gonna go back to hitting the books. The advice I got was helpful and pretty much was like, hey, you should probably study this a little bit more, which is already on the docket. In fact, it's not even going to be a little bit more study. It's going to be a lot of bit more. What the heck does that mean? A lot of bit more? It's just going to be a lot more. And I'm prepped to go through it. As soon as I'm done this one book, It's going to be right into the next. And then so on and so forth until we're good. So we're still probably a ways off. March is not that far off. But I would probably temper my expectations. I mean, at this point. Yeah, I don't think I want to jump from there. I think I just want to fall down. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm not even going to bother fighting the things that have caused me so much trouble today. I'm just going to teleport back, go around, and then fall into the lava on accident. And then do it properly the next time. Or die from fall damage. Or get pushed off. Actually, this might kill. Oh, 2? I don't like these guys. Oh, what did I say? Fall into the lava. I mean, we got pushed off. But I could see it happen. I'm like, I'm going to do something that's going to get me killed in lava. And not on purpose. I just thought I would maybe have more time or these enemies would leave me alone. Which was not the case. Yeah, I would like a little bit more feedback from artists with success. But I think line art is actually not going to be that much of a problem. I think I've kind of got a method that is not the one that is not going to work. Or at least I have a bit of an eye for it, so it's going to help. There's no way you can make this jump. I don't believe it. You have to be able to, though. I can't tell if I just screwed up the jump or if the tree blocked me. Okay, we're doing it Insano mode again. Get me down. It doesn't work. I mean, it probably does work, but I just didn't pick the right spot. I tried to do like a little like Mega Man jump, but they do not give you a lot of air mobility. Does that make sense? When I say Mega Man jump, does that make any sense? I heard that term once. Yeah, I think we have to make that jump from like where people are saying, try jumping. Well, now I think that. I thought it was not true, but now I believe it. Do I want these back even? I'm really risking nothing. Just to die again. Oh, it's doable. That wasn't really worth it. Is this back on like holy damage or is it on? Okay. I was gonna say or bleed. Is that Alexander? No, an enemy. Alexander's at Radon. I think that was something that I wanted to do as well. I know I said I was gonna do the Magma Mansion. See, I can't even call it Volcano Manor. Magma Mansion is stuck in my head, but I know it's wrong, so I'll like stop saying it. Oh. What was I just talking about? I know I was talking about art. And critique. Usually I'm yawning. Just been, I was really tired yesterday, just after going to the doctors. I don't know if that's common. I'm dead. Oh, this is not good. Did they change lava? I feel like this is doing way less damage than it should. Why am I healing? I mean, I know I have to heal, but I'm getting like preemptive. That is not worth it. That is way worse. Hit? Let's go. Killed the slug. Does this work? Yes. Okay. I thought you got in from the top. I knew about an elevator, but I didn't think it was here. I got like a candle whip. I kind of love it. I knew that guy was gonna throw something. That's his thing. Yeah, not really on the up and up. Kind of like we're still treading. So one of these streams, probably not anytime soon. Maybe we'll come in with a crowd. I did post a going live notification today, just to see if maybe like a day of good, not like good behavior, I mean like a good post, you know, does anything. Probably not. Oh. Please come back over here. I thought his sword was like a big slug. Thank you. Please. I don't think I can beat him. I mean, I probably can, but I don't have a lot of mistakes. Oh, this one has a stand phase. Gonna make it a little tricky. If this was still bleed, maybe a higher chance of success, but I know that's an attack now. Thank you, previous fight. I held dodge. I was gonna roll. Pressed it too early. Tried to hold it to maybe delay it a little bit, but held it too long.